I turned 32 this year. I know you're thinking, hey girl, you like you're 25, but after a really hard year. Thank you. Thank you so much. I have anxiety. Hard pivot. I do have hard anxiety. The challenge for me having anxiety isn't the mental illness, it's having an immigrant mother. Right? Any first generation Americans here? A few. The very Mayflower audience, I see. Must be nice. Anyway. No, my mom is from Liberia. It's a small West African country that had 20 years of civil war, and she escaped that, right? So like, we don't always relate, you know? So like, before a show, I'm like, oh my God, Mom, like I have a show tonight, like what if I bomb my set? And she's like, rebels bombed our house. I think you'll be fine. Tell your jokes. So, really living the American dream right now. What can I say? What can I say? No, I have anxiety. It manifests in many ways, including me overthinking dirty talk. Can anyone relate?
Yes.
Yes, thank God. Okay, I'm not alone. Finally. So for me, like, it's challenging. I tend to overthink dirty talk, right? Like, we're having sex and he's like, whose pussy is this? And I'm like, I don't know. Depends on your concept of private property. I think it should be abolished, so the people's pussy, I don't... Is that praxis? I don't know. You know, or like another time he's like, spread those cheeks, and I'm like, prefer you didn't do that. Actually, because you see, they're all each other has. So please keep them together. But he does it anyway. And they don't see each other again for another 11 years. Until they're reunited at a summer camp. Where they switch places to get their parents back together. We call that the parent clap them cheeks. For my ancestors, Wakanda forever. They won't like this part. So I am married, right? Applaud, it's okay. I am married. I recently found out that my husband has never seen Sesame Street.
What?
Oh. Right. Which explains why he was always so confused. I'd call him Cookie Monster when he was eating me out. I'm like, do you not get the reference? Also, he can't read, so. Should have fucking known. I am married and he is white. Okay, someone said, ooh. Right, me too. No, my husband is white, which is shocking to no one because I sound like this. I sound like Rachel Dolezal before she committed to the bit. This audience is too white to be laughing. My husband's white. Interracial dating is weird. Like, no one tells you what to expect. There's no what to expect when you're expecting white dick. That joke used to be what to expect when you're expecting white cock, and they were like, no, we definitely know you have a white husband because you say cock. Did you know that's a great divide between the races? Cock versus dick. Did you know that? I really feel like if we got a consensus on which one to say, we could really bring the country together. That's my theory. That's what I think. But you never know what to expect. One thing I didn't expect was the fact that I would lose my street cred and my husband would gain his own all of a sudden, having a black wife. Didn't know that. Recently, he works from home, so he was having like a Zoom meeting or whatever with a black coworker, and I happened to just kind of like walk past, and he passed in the background. And his coworker apparently had asked him like, oh, who is that? So my husband goes like, oh yeah, that's my wife. And the guy goes, oh. See, I knew there was something different about you, right? Now they're getting lunch. Like, meanwhile, I tell black people like, yeah, my husband's white. They're like, oh. I knew there was something different about you. I'm like, what is it, the braids? And they're like, they're dusty. And I'm like, okay, that's true.